Welcome to Rocky Broad Solar, where we encourage you to make the current flow. On today's episode, we're going to go over the Fortress Power Envy Duo21 inverter and the eBoost battery. My name's Graham from Rocky Broad Solar. Let's get into it. So the Fortress Envy Duo21 inverter is a 48 volt inverter, and it's an all-in-one unit. This includes the grid input, the grid output, the transfer switch, generator integration or smart load integration. Allows you to AC couple existing solar. It brings your DC strings in from new solar panels into the inverter, and it pairs up with that eBoost battery. So being that it's an all-in-one unit, it kind of simplifies the installation because you're kind of working all in one enclosure rather than multiple pieces of equipment. It accepts up to 25 kilowatts DC of solar panels into those DC inputs on the inverter. It can utilize up to 21 kilowatts of that DC input. So with a max output of up to 16 kilowatts AC on grid, you could simultaneously be sending the other portion of that 21 kilowatts over to your battery bank, or kind of anywhere in between. So this inverter is set up to pair with either 240 volt split phase or 208 volt three phase systems. So it has a wide variety of applications where you can utilize this inverter. It has 12,000 watts of max continuous output current while in an off-grid situation or in battery backup situation. And when connected to the grid, it can export up to 16,000 watts AC to the grid. So this inverter's got a built-in AP Smart Systems rapid shutdown transmitter, and that way you can make this system rapid shutdown compliant by adding those AP Smart modules up under your solar panels on the roof if you're in a rooftop application with putting solar panels on a building. You can also swap that AP Smart's rapid shutdown transmitter out for Tigo if that's something that you prefer, but obviously that is going to add a little bit more complexity and you'll have to add some additional equipment. It's got on-off switches, it's got the battery breaker, and it's got a 200 amp pass-through. So from the grid through to the backup loads, you can pass through up to 200 amps. Now it is not service entrance rated, so you're going to want a service disconnect on the utility side of the inverter itself. It has one smart port, which you can use, again, for generator integration. You can AC couple some existing solar. So if you already have some grid-tied solar and you're just trying to add battery backup, that's where you would land the output of that existing solar inverter. You could also use it for load shedding and an outage. If you have a large load or an unnecessary load that you want to shed in a certain configuration during an outage, you have that ability. And then you also have the ability to program it for dump loading. When you have excess solar, rather than exporting it to the grid, you can dump it to a specific load, such as an EV charger or maybe a cryptocurrency miner or something of that nature. So that smart port has up to 12,000 watts max or up to a 90 amp breaker. So this inverter can be used in a wide variety of scenarios, grid tied, off grid. It has programming for net metering, time of use rates. If your utility is charging you a lot more for power during specific times of day compared to others, you can program that battery to offset those time of use rates during that specific window. And also it does, zero export or just kind of maximize self-consumption. You can stack up to 10 of these units in parallel to have a pretty gigantic system if that's what you're looking for. It has 3 maximum power point trackers that can take up to 5 strings of solar panels. So, you can have 3 different facing arrays if you have a really cut up roof, or, if you have maybe some existing modules and you're going to add some new modules. Whatever the case may be, those 3 maximum power point trackers and up to 5 strings gives you a lot of flexibility in terms of the design of the solar arrays. So the DC inputs take 100 to 550 volts DC, and that again maximizes flexibility in designing your solar array because you can have a really short string of solar panels or a really long string of solar panels to maximize efficiency. So this inverter is 125 pounds, so you're probably going to want at least 2 people when mounting the inverter on the wall. It's NEMA 4X rated for outdoor applications, and it's got RS-485 Wi-Fi and CAN communications in the inverter itself. The inverter can send 250 amps max charge or discharge to the batteries, and this inverter has all the major UL certifications such as UL 1741, UL 9540, and UL 9540A when paired with specific batteries. Hey, DIY solar is difficult. If you're feeling a little bit overwhelmed at the thought of DIYing your own system, go ahead down in that description below. Check out our Rocky Broad Solar Ultimate DIY Guide. You can go to the website there and check out the guide. It's going to give you a lot of helpful tips and tricks on how to choose the right equipment, as well as getting it installed in a safe, code-compliant manner and get it past that final inspection. It's also going to have a lot of deals and coupon codes that I might be able to offer the viewers if you're trying to save yourself a little bit of money. Let's get back into it. It is PCS certified, or Power Control Systems, and that's really helpful when you're dealing with specific utilities that might have import and export restrictions. It helps out, with electrical code to make sure that your electrical equipment isn't going to get overloaded in your home when you're connecting large amounts of solar and storage into your system. As always, I'm going to drop some affiliate links down in that description below in case you're in the market for a Fortress Power Envy Duo line of inverters, an eBoost battery, or an eWay, as well as any coupon codes that I might be able to finagle out of the distributors. Let's get back into it. Inverter comes with a 10-year warranty, which is pretty standard in the industry today. So the eBoost battery is a 16 kilowatt hour, 48 volt battery. So this is a pretty large battery. This is kind of, in my opinion, where the industry is going these days. And that's because, hey, it's a lot easier to just roll a big gigantic battery into a home and bolt it to the wall than mounting a bunch of different batteries and wiring them up separately. And honestly, in my opinion, 16 kilowatt hours is about as small of a battery bank you're going to want in any American home these days. You can stack up to 16 of these units in parallel to have a pretty gigantic battery bank there. The batteries themselves have lithium iron phosphate battery chemistry, which is the leading chemistry on the market today due to its safety, its stability, and its lack of degradation when cycling over long periods of time. If you're getting value out of today's content, do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe, press the notification bell, or leave a comment down in the description below. Let's get back into it. The battery pairs with all of the Envy line of inverters. There's a whole handful of different models out there of the Fortress Power Envy inverters. The battery's 304 pounds, so again, pretty heavy battery. Luckily, they do put those caster wheels there on the bottom, so you kind of just roll it into place. You can spin the little caster wheels to level the battery itself and then just bolt it to the wall. Found that really easy. We just had a recent installation where we utilized this battery inverter pair for a customer that had existing solar on their house. They wanted to add some battery backup. So we went ahead and tested out this setup, and we really liked it. And that was one of the great features of this system, was the ease of mounting the battery and getting it into place. Hey, DIY solar is not for everyone. This stuff is difficult and complex. If you're just looking to hire a professional to install your solar and storage system, go ahead down in that description below. Check out our Rocky Broad Solar intake form. Just takes a few minutes to fill out some questions about your specific scenario. We'll get back to you within a few days with a zero-cost, pressure-free quote. Let's get back into it. So when set up with closed-loop communications, this battery can charge up to 180 amps at any given time, and it can discharge up to 250 amps. Battery's rated to have 70% of its original capacity after 8,000 cycles, which again is pretty standard for that lithium iron phosphate battery chemistry. And it's got all the major UL certifications such as UL 1973, UL 9540, and that UL 9540A. The battery's IP65 rated, so you can mount it outdoors if that's in your needs, and it also has those internal heating elements if you're in a cold location and you're mounting this out in an uninsulated building or outside, and that way it keeps that battery up to temp to make sure that you're both maximizing the lifespan of the battery and you're getting that full functionality out of the battery in very cold conditions. Next, we've got that Fortress eWay and also the Fortress eWay Lite, depending on your specific needs. The eWay is kind of like the platinum version, where the eWay Lite is kind of like the gold version, if you want to think of it that way. So the eWay comes with a 3-terminal bus bar, I think it's up to 600 or 750 amps, and that's for paralleling multiple eBoost batteries up with a single inverter. It's got a built-in DIN rail for mounting that Fortress Guardian. It's got both back and top knockouts, as well as a removable cover for where that eWay mounts between the inverter, and that kind of just opens up the enclosure and gives you the ability to manage all your wires very freely. I did love the fact that that cover is completely removed. It really made the wire management and wiring of the whole system pretty easy. It also has a built-in rapid shutdown switch on the side of the enclosure and a little knockout in the back for the little antenna on the Guardian. And again, that Fortress eWay is meant for stacking inverter on top of a battery. So you would stack the battery, the eWay, and the inverter all in one unit. You could also use it in side-by-side units, but it's kind of built for that stacking ability. Now, the eWay Lite, it doesn't have a lot of these features. It just has one single battery terminal. I think it's up to 250 amps. It doesn't have the front and back knockouts. It doesn't have the rapid shutdown switch. It doesn't have the little knockout for the Guardian. And it's not meant for that stackable configuration. It's meant for more of a side-by-side configuration when you're mounting the inverter adjacent to the battery bank. And that way you can wire some conduit in between that eWay Lite and the inverter itself. So in my case, you know, we used the eWay because we wanted that stackable configuration, and the homeowner may be adding some other batteries in the future. But if you're just going to buy one single battery, you're going to mount them side by side to the inverter, and you don't ever plan on expanding multiple batteries, the eWay Lite could save you a little bit of money by not having all those bells and whistles. Well, everyone, that's pretty much all we've got for you today. As always, I really appreciate each and every one of you for watching. Till next time, take care.